Previously on Superstars of Treasure Island.
Yeah, welcome to Tonga, guys.
16 past contestants from around the world
Irish. Thanks for coming, Irish.
began an adventure like no other.
This is going to be the most hellish competition I think I've ever put myself through.
It's huge.
Stripped of their belongings and given surprise leaders.
She might be the head, but she might also be a headhunter.
The hunt for $50,000 was on as Treasure Island veterans showed their true colours.
I don't respect her. I never respect her.
How the hell did that guy win in Australian Treasure Island?
And this harsh Tongan jungle became their worst enemy.
It's tough going here, like it's not a holiday.
This time, they're competing in harder, tougher, more demanding challenges than ever before.
If you win, you've won against the best.
The Chiefs hold all the power,
This adds a whole new dimension to it.
and it's up to the villagers to decide who's really the boss.
Everyone's a competitor in this game.
How do you feel about your chief?
I was the challenge for the chiefdom of my village.
That true hardcore competition has now really stepped in.
For those who want to stage a coup,
At the first elimination, a catfight sent Irishwoman Bernadette Duffy packing.
You are the weakest link, good boy.
Thank you. She said your boobs would look so much better if they were real.
With Australian Cassie Edwards close behind.
My choice is Cassie.
Obviously, I'm not very good at this whole Survivor Island stuff.
While Brent Todd ousted Michael Laws as chief.
Toddy, you're the new chief of Tonga.
This is a whole new game.
Last week,
If she promises this time to kick you off the island, will you help us with our challenges?
James agreed to help his team,
Good on you, man.
but took a fall that cost Ayokatha the challenge.
He fell over and sprained his ankle deliberately.
Meanwhile, Tonga's chief Brent Todd weighed up his own threats.
I think that Michael is probably at the top of my list at the moment for going.
As his team went from strength to strength. And opposition, Ayokatha, suffered a string of losses.
You can't fail a challenge like that and expect to remain chief.
So when it came to the elimination, Taonga chief Brent Todd took out silent threat Michael Laws.
If I don't take you off now, you will take me off for sure. You have to go.
And Ayokatha chief Louise Wallace sent home a very relieved James Wirtanen.
I'm sorry to send you home, but James, I am.
Only to be challenged for the leadership by Horse and shafted by her own village.
He's been nasty and manipulative. He wants this bad.
Nothing is predictable on Treasure Island, but Horse McLeod's successful leadership coup against Chief Louise Wallace has shocked everyone.
It's just like it was a surprise to me, but like I always said, I wanted the lady to be in charge because she's not going to kick the men off. I don't know, Horse probably wants to kick the men off. Yeah. So as you voted for him, you're probably safe, bro.
I'm not going to hold my breath because I've already seen Horse in actions for surprises. Only Horse knows what's going on at certain times. He's on a different planet at the best of times.
And I'd prefer to be on his side than against him. Yeah. He'd tie you up to a pole and eat you for breakfast if you didn't.
If you think about it, in the environment we're in, a person like me from the woods compared to a person like, say, Louise, who's from Rumarira, who would you pick as leader?
The thing I think about Horse is he doesn't care about the challenges. He'd like to win them, but he doesn't care if he does or not because he doesn't care about the prize at the end. If you leave him in there, then he'll take you next, Josh, because he doesn't worry about the challenges.
If he takes out one of the boys, he's going to weaken the team, and so then he won't care about the challenge. So maybe he won't. Maybe you're right then.
Josh may have made a fatal mistake.
I think Josh is right. He probably should have a female as the leader, because females vote off other females. It's a girl thing. So, yeah, he was probably silly putting Horsey in there.
If I had the chance again, I probably wouldn't make the same decision. I was better off having Lou there because, you know, she would have likely voted another female off to strengthen the team. I definitely don't think she would have voted me off next chance she had. I just know she wouldn't have. You know, maybe then there's time for a little coup. Hey.
Josh is a very respected all back, but I've got my own ballpark. Mine's a bit more hidden than his. So, as chief or commander of a village, he has to respect me because I will take Josh out as quick as look at it.
One thing, I'm not going to suck up to him. I'm just going to carry on as normal.
If you sucked up to him, it'd be worse.
Yeah, no, I'm not sucking up to him. I'm not sucking up to anybody.
I am a leader. I've got the skill and knowledge to be a leader. So why not be the leader? I've probably got more leadership skills than the rest of the gang put together.
What do you think is going to happen with our elimination?
Yeah, I think with Louise, Horsey has like too much mouth and a bit of a weakness for our team. You don't get to do what Lou's doing without being a very strong woman. And Horsey may have put a knife in her back the other day, but if he doesn't get rid of her, he'll probably find he's got a knife in his the next day. My gut instinct is that Horse will kick off Louise.
Horsey doesn't seem to mind when the girls are talking. He doesn't worry about that. But when he sees Josh and Coxie talking together, he always goes over and joins them.
You got a plan, Stan?
Eh?
You got a plan, Stan?
What's that?
For knocking someone off. Just be truthful, we don't care.
Well, nothing finite at the moment, so we'll just let that sleeping dogs lie at the moment and we'll take it from there. The Louise factor is in my mind, but do I need Josh? Do I need Coxie? They could turn the knife into your back so easy it's not even funny. I'm just going to let them hang.
Everyone is realising the power of the chief, who has the right to eliminate someone from their own team.
There's two of them that are really hungry for it, and that's Peter and Levi. And I think they could easily win it. Yeah, they're definitely very, very competitive.
Yeah, I do want to win. The whole competition has been stepped up. It is a lot harder, and everyone's got their own little game. I'm working on my plan. I actually believe that there is a way to keep your position without actually having to be chief. Although we may be underdogs underneath the chief, I actually think we've got more power. Because when you're the chief, you have no idea what your teammates are thinking. They could be, you know, balling up some kind of plan without you knowing.
But obviously Levi and Peter, they had a chance, would try and burn me, but the lucky thing is they would rather burn each other. If one of them becomes chief, they will vote the other one off without question.
Pieta Keating was runner-up in the very first Treasure Island. Levi Bowen stole the treasure from under her nose in the final stages, a fact Pieta cannot forget.
I know for a fact that Pieta has got together with other people on our team to try and become chief and get rid of me, because she sees me, I think, as her biggest threat, and obviously from last time too, she wants to get revenge.
I planted the seed that Levi's not only a threat to me, he's a threat to everybody. So, you know, I can make that work in my favour if I'm clever about it. Toddy's totally stepping up the whole competition of the game.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of us. So.
I mean, one of us is going to have to stand up against him, because what if he doesn't vote one of us? What if he votes someone else?
I'm going to stand.
If he doesn't,
yeah, tough it. I think if I don't, I'm screwed. If I intend to stand up and challenge him, if I don't stand up and do something, I'm gone. I want to stay. So the only way I can do that is if he's not chief. I could get the numbers to become chief, and I could get rid of Peter.
I think the only way to counter that is to make sure that no one votes for him.
Many hundreds of years ago, a band of pirates was shipwrecked on a remote island in the kingdom of Tonga. They hid in a cave, well away from the palace of the powerful chief who ruled the island. But one of the pirates ventured out and stumbled upon the possessive chief's beautiful but lonely new wife bathing in the lagoon. He fell in love instantly and befriended the princess until she, too, fell in love.
So welcome to your first challenge at the lagoon, where the pirate met his island princess 500 years ago. Now, the fact that you're all chained together should give you an idea what this challenge is all about. Hidden on this island are the 5 keys that will unlock your chains. You'll have 20 minutes to find those keys to unlock yourselves. Fail, and you'll stay padlocked together until the next challenge. Also, for this challenge, both chiefs will be blindfolded. And once you find your first key, there will be a clue to where the second key is, and so on. At stake is the package of your dreams. A double airbed, 2 pillows, and a mosquito net. So are you ready for your first clue? Okay, your first clue is closest clearing. Go!
The task is simple. 5 clues lead to 5 keys, which will unlock the 5 padlocks. The first team fully free wins. Aokafa are on their way, but run straight past the clearing where the first key and next clue lie.
So it's the closest clearing, the one that's just behind us here.
Is there one just behind?
Well, we're just behind her. We're just behind her. This toddy was tied up yesterday. We were passing a place where I wanted to go into. They're here. There's one of them here.
Okay. Yeah, but it's not a real clearing. Oh.
And I was overruled. If you're overruled by a majority, you have to go over to majority because 6 brains are better than 1.
In their haste, both villages have gone to the wrong place. Someone needs to take charge.
The closest clearing to where we started.
Maybe we get straight in. So we got to the nearest clearing. There was nothing there.
Straight in the bush.
Okay,
So follow us.
go.
Okay. Do you want to follow it back along? Go in here. Go in here. It's near the wood. Go in here.
Are we close to
There. Straight ahead.
Yeah, in the tree.
Straight ahead. Straight ahead.
It's their camp.
It was obvious. Where your team rivals rest. They lie and sleep at their hut in Red Camp.
Aokafa have found their first key.
I'll do it because I've got 3 hands.
That's horse.
But Taonga are way off track.
The closest clearing might be where the graveyard, all those places.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking. So you go straight through here.
Yeah.
We were all equally clueless. We just really had no idea where the nearest clearing was. But it's just there.
Well, it's actually going to save us a long way. If we go check our camp.
We were all throwing in our 10 cents worth. Just saying, oh, we'll go over here or we'll go over there.
What's that?
We all assumed it was this big clearing next to our camp. We really just had no idea.
It's a clearing. Okay. You think about it, it's a clearing.
Wait a minute. If you're going to move, you need to say, OK, walking now.
This challenge, halfway through, they're starting to blow up. This is what it's designed for. It's designed to create disharmony amongst the team. So, you know, just everybody get together, pull your heads in, and just relax and work as a team. Stop everybody shouting and trying to go separate ways.
Right, we're near the camp, are we?
Yeah, all right.
Shade.
Where team rivals rest. It was in Red Camp. It's a big strip and a coconut. The clue would be, exactly as the first clue, a piece of sacking tied to a tree with the next clue on it.
That's number 3. It's blue-blooded ruins. Just blue-blooded ruins. I found the clue, but then could we find the coconut? No.
We couldn't find the freaking coconut.
I don't understand, man. Shouldn't be that hard.
Along with the clue, each location hides a coconut which contains a key.
I opened up the big black box, but all the stuff was on top of it, and I got someone to hold it, and they just sort of held it up a little bit, and I went, no, it's not in here. No, it's not. It was hidden in the corner, and I didn't see it.
What do you think?
Well, that was under a tree or something, you say?
A clearing.
Way far away.
Up through.
No, I reckon it's close as well.
Toddy wasn't a dominant player at all. Even though he was blindfolded, I thought he would have taken the lead.
Walking around and round and round in circles, it was really frustrating.
But the nearest clearing is like the possible nearest clearing.
Which we went to, then we should go back there.
Yeah. Everybody's trying to outsmart each other, you know, because everybody chips in and no one stands up and goes, OK, now this is the way we're going to do it. When everybody's all focusing and everyone's having their little say, it gets really frustrating.
I asked them again, would they try the place where I wanted to go into this time, and they said they would, and they followed me.
Finally! We're rivals at rest.
Rivals, down to the blue camp.
Wait, but you got to get a key?
We need to find our red marker.
A red of something.
Yeah.
Nice work, Sal.
Taonga find their first key and unlock their chief, Brent Todd.
Okay. Let's go.
Cheat everything, haven't we?
Aokafa have the next clue,
Oh, let's pick up horse.
but not their key.
So I thought, oh, where they rest. Is it their final resting place? Is it a graveyard?
I think that's our next bit. Let's go.
A resting place is a graveyard.
Rivals Rest. Must be a graveyard. How can... No, yeah, maybe. You're reading too much into it, guys. Reading too much into it.
Or our rivals. Where rivals rest, our rivals are the other team. So their camp.
Turn around, come all the way back. It must be in the camp.
Let's go around the camp one more time.
We were chained together like zombies wandering around. The heat was giving us something. We're all going to sort of go... Ugh. We were pathetic then. We were standing around being pathetic.
So another 3 times around the camp and another looking on tops of things and under things and round things. Down it, you guys. It wasn't the big black box, wasn't it?
No, I just can't believe that we missed it the first time.
Joking. Another one of us should have double-checked. In fact, Joshy wanted to double-check. He said, look, I'll look in there. And Coxie said, no, mate, I've looked in there. It's not in there.
Coxie's got a lot to answer for that.
Coxie.
Aokafa have found their second key, which unlocks Emma.
Yeah, I reckon that's a ploy on Coxie's behalf to have not found the coconut straight up. Coxie's doing everything in his power to make himself look not as strong as Josh. So maybe Horse will get rid of Josh, not Coxie. What number?
That's number 3. It's blue-blooded ruins.
Well done. You with me, Horse?
Taonga are searching their rival's resting place, desperate to find their third clue and key.
Well, I've said inside in the tent there. Can we have a look inside in that?
Have a look. You're right, the last one.
Sean tried to stand up and take control, but they won't listen to it.
Ah, got it. It's underneath here.
No way, fair play.
Blue blood runs.
Taonga has now found their second key,
Yes! Thank God. My ankle is saved.
allowing them to release Pieta from the chain.
Let's go check out the throne, guys.
Let's have a look. I'll take Toddy. You guys just go with it. Took us a while, but once we got going, we were on a roll.
Taonga head for the ruins of the royal palace, but their rivals are already there.
We're past Clyde. Oh, yes!
Crossroads. Okay.
3 keys down and only 2 more to unlock.
Where we got to go, guys?
Back to the past.
There are now just seconds between the villages.
Here it is.
We're Baths Collide.
We're past.
Yeah.
It's Crossroads. Okay.
Erica is unchained, but Taonga know they are behind.
Thought someone would have taken the lead. I think leaders need to pipe up and take the role if that's what they want to do.
You guys get a head start. Sure. Get a head start. We're only as fast as our slowest member now.
I think it would have helped us immensely. But it didn't happen in this case.
Pieter was getting a little bit frustrated because I think that when she says things, they don't listen to her. You know, the other girls, they don't listen, and I think that really frustrates her. So she's got ideas, but they just don't follow it.
Aokafa reached the crossroads first.
Sit down, horse.
Here it is. Here's the key. There.
Here it is.
Sit down, sit down. Is it?
Cross that sea.
The clue is found and Louise is unchained.
Oh, what was the clue, guys?
Lost at sea.
Lost at sea.
Yeah. Where did the pirates come in? It's
Okay.
where we found the bones.
Aokafa head for the beach, but the opposition is just seconds behind.
I lost it. Now this is good spotting.
Oh, Stella.
Lost at sea.
What part of the ocean are we going to go to?
Well, we might as well go to the beach and scout around and see if there's anything out there.
As Tonga race towards the final key, Coxie is already in the water.
It was a good day because as you're coming out of the water, and I knew automatically we had the thing won 6 times over.
The final key unlocks the last padlock.
Oh, that is just wonderful.
Hey, well done, guys.
I'll shake your hand, horse. You're doing well, mate.
Coxie, he's very strong, you know, he's well balanced, you know, he's fit, he's a natural thinker. Coxie won the challenge. He's just brilliant.
Congratulations, blue team. Job well done.
The prize is much longed for nighttime comfort.
Sorry, red team. Blue team got here just before you.
When you become chief, you get the toughest of all challenges. You get the raw end of the stick. When really you should be the chief, you should be looked after. You know, you should be the one who's, you know, got it sweet. Not in this island, man. Jeez, it's enough to just about give it up.
Taonga Village have lost the challenge, so the chains will stay on their final 2 members till the next task is set.
Can't believe you're still chained to me. Gee, I don't know.
You just try and move me if you want to go for a swim.
This is a roaring success.
It was actually very frustrating, so close and chained together to a dominant person.
You're coming with me whether you like it or not.
Yeah, the old Irish temper came out in him.
Well, you could just come out and go into the water for 2 minutes. I'm burning up here, like.
Well, I sort of wasn't really expecting it.
See, that's a lot better.
Well, you Irish people hated the water.
Do you think Pieter's got a vendetta against you?
Oh, hell yeah.
Because I know if I was here, I would.
The thing with this game is you've got to be chief. The chief is the only safe position. I want to get rid of Pieter. The only way I can do that is if Toddy's not chief. I know for a fact that Pieter wants to get rid of me, so I'm trying to get Erica to nominate me and become chief.
We're not supposed to have schemes in our team, eh?
No, that's going to happen. I think it's in my best interests. I absolutely, for the life of me, could not let Pieter beat me. If I don't stand up, I'll definitely be gone next time if I don't get this time.
Yeah.
If I do stand up and get denied, I'll definitely go anyway.
I reckon I'm pretty safe at the moment. I think Pieter and Levi are the 2 that are feeling it the most. I think I'm quite happy playing the silent, quiet, meek, mild damsel in distress. Here's little old me, twiddling your thumbs.
How are we going to win the thing?
While Levi tries to gain Erica's support, Pieter is determined to make sure Sally stands by her chief.
Pieter just had a little quiet word in my ear. She considers Levi to be a threat to her. And there's also the chance that maybe Levi's going to stand up to be chief. I mean, you just look at him. He is so capable of doing anything here.
It's a tricky one with Sally. Will she back Levi? I think she won't.
If I had to choose one person on the island who I'd say would be the strongest person, you know, in the two teams combined, it would have to be Levi. But I don't actually think it's going to be to my benefit at the moment to go hang in there with Toddy.
At this stage, it's probably quite safe that we stick with Toddy, because Toddy likes the girls, I'll tell you.
Taonga have learnt the high cost of losing. But now, their chains can come off.
Okay, contestants, welcome to your next challenge. Now, what you see before you is the shape of a fish made up of 8 sticks. Moving only 3 of the sticks, you must make the fish turn around and swim in the other direction. Once you have done that, your whole village must swim out to the pontoon to retrieve a further 8 sticks. But all of you have to touch the pontoon before you return. Now, when you get back to your puzzle, you must combine the 8 new sticks with the 8 you already have to make a new shape, 5 identical squares. Now, the first village to solve both the puzzles will win ground coffee, a plunger, and chocolate biscuits. Okay, villagers, on my mark, 3, 2, 1, go!
I had to draw it in the sand because I have to see it to know what I'm doing. So I drew it in the sand and then went, yeah, it's 3 sticks, that one, that one, that one, and we had it fun.
Coxie worked it out really quick and we got to a good start. And the fact that we finished it first is good too, because it puts an instant pressure on the other team.
Everybody was just bantering on. There was nobody who said, whoa, 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 whoa.
I honestly thought for that one there'd be someone there who would just get it bang. And I was waiting for someone to stand up and go, okay, it's this, this, and this, but no one did.
Toddy in that environment sucked. The worst thing was he was not prepared to stand down. He's not a good chief. I want to get rid of him.
As you're coming out of the water with your sticks and they're just entering the water, you've got such a good advantage.
It's good. It takes pressure off, but you know, you still got something to solve. You know that, all right, I have at least a minute's leeway to get a few things wrong.
It must be 5 identical squares.
Done.
Yeah, done.
Our Kafa, you are correct.
Yes! Here, come on, Blue. Blue, hey, got it.
You're losing to the blue team. I hate it. I hate losing.
We have to have a winning day today. Tomorrow might be different. We won that one pretty convincingly as well, so, hey, another challenge in the bag.
Team 10!
I think that says a little bit for my leadership abilities.
Well, I might be gone tomorrow, mightn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, I might be gone too, eh?
So might I.
So,
oh, no, what on, Chief? Josh and Coxie at this stage are right with me. Everyone's with me. They don't mind me being the leader.
I'm running the show, you know. I have a big input into what happens in our village, there's no doubt about that. I don't have an official title.
We've won the last 2 challenges. I've been the leader.
I have a great level of power in controlling things. I've been pretty successful with that.
If I take out Josh, it makes me one step closer to the big ballpark. If they think he is a better leader than me, so be it.
The obvious choice for horse is to get rid of the strong one, not the weak one. So I'd say Josh, got to go.
There is quite a bit of talk about what's going to happen. Horse is planning to get rid of either Josh or Coxie. So we do need a change of leadership. Horse really wants to win this. He wants it so bad. Either of you could be in the gun. Whoever he gets rid of, I mean, should the remaining people get rid of him as leader and get somebody else in? Or one of us will be gone, I think. Definitely.
I reckon, for the safety of Josh and myself, we could probably get Emma.
I think Emma would be a good leader.
I'm not comfortable about the concept of Emma being his leader. I'd think we might be able to influence her. So I feel as confident as Coxie is using her as a person to put and look after our skin.
If Louis gets kicked out, how would you feel about us making you chief?
Would you back me, though?
Yeah. You get up there, and then you've got the power. You can leave Josh and I and yourself right to the end, because there's no one else can vote you out.
Josh and Coxie think that if they make me leader, that I will keep them because I will need the stronger males in my village and I'll eliminate the girls. That's what they think anyway.
I'm in lots of trouble.
You're a prime candidate, aren't you?
Levi has stood out like a sore thumb, you know, has been working and gone out and hunting and this and that.
I think Tolly's going to take me or Peter. She thinks the same thing as well.
Levi and Peter are started forming alliances and try and do something to put themselves in as chief. Levi said to me, he's going to stand in tonight. I said, well done. And I didn't say yes nor no to him. Peter is the shark in the camp, you know, and if she's going to stand, she's not getting my vote.
Meanwhile, at Aokafa, Coxie is proving himself to be a valuable provider for the village.
How'd you go, Coxie? Did you get one, mate?
Very little one.
Oh, well, no, that's good. A fish is a fish.
Horse thinks he is the provider for team of food and nourishment.
I do supply the majority of the food for our village. Rock cod.
Oh, they're all rocks, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, good. Well done, mate. That'll break up the rice.
Bit of protein, Horse.
Yeah, no, that's good, eh? It'd be quite interesting to see what would happen if I was taken out of the ballpark and see what happens then.
Great White Hunter has provided for us.
That's pretty nice.
I'm sorry, Horsey, but I can actually catch fish and I can do all the rest of it, and Josh can too.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion. That's democracy at work.
Here you go, Chris.
Oh, thanks, heaps. It's survival of the fittest, and we need the grunt factor. And the boys know I'm the grunt factor. They may be a teensy little bit worried. The fact is, we're winning the challenges, so I feel I have the right stuff to be the leader of our village.
And the next challenge will give Horse the chance to prove he really has what it takes.
Treasure Island is all about endurance. But right now, we're going to test just how much staying power you have. And this is today's challenge. Your chiefs, Toddy and Horse, will be your village shooters. In front of you are two netball hoops. You'll notice that one is closer than the other. The shooter has to throw 10 coconuts through either of these two hoops. The first to get all 10 through the hoops will win the challenge. But here's the twist. Each basket they miss will send the rest of the village on a sprint. Missing the closest hoop will send your village out to the furthest marker in the ocean. And missing the furthest basket will send your village on the shortest run to the closest marker. Now, the shooter cannot take another shot until his whole village is back behind the line. But it's worth it because the prizes are 2 masks, 2 snorkels to help you catch fish. plus a crunchy bar for each team member. However, the losers will forfeit all of their flour and half their rice. Are the Chiefs ready?
Yep.
Let's step up to the line.
When everything's riding on you and you've got to perform, it's amazing the pressure that goes on you.
Okay, guys, on my mark, go!
Go, Tony! You do it! Oh.
Nominate horse.
Closest.
That was tough. That was really tough. Not so bad going out, but coming back.
Serious pressure. What I didn't want was, my team having to keep going out. I just knew how tough it was on them.
Come on, Toddy, number 2. Good job, good job.
God, if that had been me in Toddy's position, I would have sucked. He was just awesome.
Yeah! Good stuff, Toddy.
Sorry, team.
Good work, guys. Good work.
Oh, please, horsey, please. Just get it in, horsey.
Sorry, guys. Definitely, it was a pressure game, that one. I'm not Michael Jordan.
Josh is my saviour. He's like a bull. He's Superman.
Oh, so unlucky horse. The horse is more used to his old Sergeant Major thing, directing the troops. And today it was all on him, and yeah, he was completely sucking.
Please, horsey, please.
All the way through. Don't stop, brother.
Just we went.
We won. Our chief came through. I'm stoked.
Okay, Tonga, congratulations, Toddy. Good job, mate. Here is your booty.
Thanks, John.
Share 'em out. Good job.
Chief does need to be a brilliant all-rounder. Whether we've got a brilliant all-rounder, I'm not sure that we have.
The chief is always exposed in any situation. You're at the sharp end and you deal to it the best way you see fit. Unfortunately, on this particular challenge, I couldn't deal to the situation, so my village has to suffer the consequences.
Okay, guys, you know why I'm here. You lost that last challenge, so I have to throw out all your flour and half your rice.
Okay. No worries.
Want a coffee?
You want me to get it, or do you want the ladies down the kitchen to do it?
Well, I think you should get it. You're the chief, mate.
So we lose all our flour and half our rice. Not devastating, but still enough to make an effect.
The horse's time's up. I think we should open the gates and let the horse do the bolt and bring in a new chief.
Toddy's threatened by anyone that wants to challenge him to be chief. So far, if I even let on to let him know that I want to be chief, then I'm out of there. So where's your head, Toddy? What are you thinking about today?
Well, I'd probably go for someone strong.
Yeah.
If you're a chief and you don't vote the real strong ones, the ones who are a threat to you at the end, then why turn up? We're here to win. I can identify 2 or 3 people who are really a threat when it comes to the big prize.
I have a little plan. We'll see as it unravels.
Levi has mentioned that he wants to make a stand.
He's just got that cockiness to come up and challenge you.
Playing your communication streams right. Telling people certain things, knowing that other people aren't going to talk about it. It sounds complicated, but it works.
Peter's trying to outsmart me, but if I'm onto their plan, it's like the old game of chess. You've just got to be thinking one step ahead each time. I'm going to vote someone off tonight. It's going to be between Peter and Levi.
Okay, guys, you know why I'm here. Aokafa chief Horse McLeod has not only cost his village the challenge, but its meagre rations as well.
Horse will be gone soon. I made a decision because it's just time for a new leader.
Into the ocean it goes, guys.
We exist on damper, which consists of flour, water, flour, 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 flour.
There they be.
I think I might have a crack at being chief. I just want to be king.
Welcome to elimination. Today, your chiefs will each be sending somebody from their own village home. Remember that the only way to ensure your place here on Treasure Island is to be the chief, because here the chiefs hold all the power. And at the end of all of this, only one person will take away the ultimate bounty, $50,000 in buried treasure. Horse, it's over to you to send somebody home from your village, Aokafa.
The person I'm going to eliminate from Blue Village today, I consider to be very devious. Stab you in the back. If your back was turned as quickly as that. Thereby, Louise, I'm going to send you home.
I'm going to punch that guy's lights out. I mean, we just don't like him. I don't like his attitude. He seems very, very up himself.
Louise, your chief has made his decision. It's now time for you to leave Treasure Island. Toddy, it's up to you to send somebody home from your village, Taonga.
Well, as chief of Taonga, this is once again a very hard job because you 5 are very, very special people. And this is very, very tough. Erica, I've watched you over the last couple of days and you've really kicked in. You're really, really working everybody. But it's not you, babe. It really came down to 2 people who I know are very, very capable, and I was vying up between the 2. But unfortunately, Levi, you have to go.
Levi, your chief has made his decision. It's now time for you to leave Treasure Island.
I knew that Levi was going to stand up against me as chief. I mean, my gut instinct is if anybody challenges you in anything, you're going to knock them out. But he was one guy who could have easily won this.
I was the strongest on the team. Everyone did see me as a threat. I wanted to win. I wanted to prove that I could beat everybody else.
He said Levi, and I thought my little plan worked.
Okay, villagers, your chief is only as powerful as you let him be. So now's your chance to stage a coup if you're not happy with your chief. If anybody wishes to take over as chief, please stand up here and we will have a majority vote. Tonga. You're all happy with your chief?
Happy with Toddy, happy with Larry.
Uakafa, are you happy with your chief? Okay, Emma, come on up here. Here we go again, playing the numbers game, guys. If you want Emma to take over as chief, please stand up. If the numbers are more than those sitting, you will have a new chief. If not, everything will remain the same and Horse will maintain his power to eliminate. Emma, what did you take on Horse?
Horse, you kicked Louise because she couldn't play drafts, which I thought was, yeah, pretty poor. But you couldn't play basketball either. So I guess karma's come to get you, and it's time for a new chief.
Stand up if you're going to support Emma.
Put her in your back, oh Josh. We'll put the knife in as quickly as possible. Emma holds the power, so Josh keeps his bases pretty well covered.
I was just about to stand up and Araha stood up. So when Araha stood up, that was 2 against 1. Horse was gone anyway. And without me having to stand up, Horse could see that I was loyal to him. So Horse thinks I'm a good bugger.
Take a seat, mate. Soon your chiefs will be wielding their power once again. So I suggest you do everything you can to ensure you're not the next one on the chopping block. Just remember, you are in control of this game. Villagers, return to your camps.